This week we got information that the Cycle Frontier that we covered here on the channel will be shutting down on September 27th. In like short fashion with all the other games that are being shut down, they start giving away basically the things that they've already asked other people to pay for. It's probably one of the hardest decisions that any game developer has to make, because if they're really invested into their title and their player base, they then have to turn around and tell them that a portion of that player base is going to get screwed in either for them to be able to pay the employees that they've worked on the title so far. Before we go any further, I want to thank you guys very much for stopping into the channel today. My name is Gumrack and I am a variety streamer over on Twitch, and I like to make videos here on YouTube for the games I get to cover. And if you like the content so far, please make sure to hit that subscription button, hit the bell notification to know when I put out a new video. For now, let's get back to talking about the current situation with the Cycle Frontier. But as it sits so far, all real money purchases disabled as of June 28th are going on in the game currently. Refunds will be issued for any real money purchases made after 3 a.m. EDT time on June 14th. Daily and weekly offers in games discounted at 95%, free premium Fortuna Pass, and discounted level skips and overall progression accelerated. If this is one of the games that you've been eyeballing, you now have an opportunity to speed through the game just to see what the game is all about. There are current rumors that there is going to be another game that they're working on, because there's some people that they're hiring or looking for an MMO experience. So it's possible that the company has just decided to shift gears on the focus based off of community feedback and where they're seeing the industry going. Unfortunately, we're seeing a trend in the industry currently of a lot of games just not surviving a year out. But yet at the same time, we have titles like BattleBit Remastered that is actually doing quite well. Whether their formula on how they decided to put their game together survives the 12-month mark has yet to be seen, but we believe that it probably will maintain quite high just because of the sheer value you get from the game. Something unfortunately the Cycle did not offer at the time, which may have led to the start of many issues for the game. We've been following the game for several years, only we just started doing coverage recently, so it was very well known that the game had already gone through one iteration, been changed into its current model, and was riddled with bugs and hackers because they were able to access the game through those bugs. And it was just an overall horrible experience when it came to new players who wanted to play the game, because it had a sudden influx of those cheaters when large streamers started playing the game and the game started getting some traction. This caused a crash in the player base because nobody wanted to play it when it was riddled with hackers, and the spawn points were static throughout the map. They just had to watch when a pod was falling through the sky and go over there and trap the person at the starting point. However, at the end of the day, I had a lot of fun when it came to playing the Cycle Frontier, especially throughout its first iterations, which was a god-awful mess compared to what the Cycle Frontier was. However, that had already set a tone for the players that had already gone through it, and therefore the player base started to dwindle quite quickly after that. What we're beginning to see is a lot of studios that are shutting down from a model that was given to us a long time ago and had worked for a few games, but was then quickly adopted across the board for games to attempt to make a financially viable option for the game that they're putting out. These models didn't work for them because of how competitive the nature of the actual market is, and you're seeing the end of that model coming to a crashing halt when they notice that they cannot afford to keep the title up and running. It's a very large risk for these companies to take to go into a multiplayer game space in today's market, because the model for the pie in the sky of let's hope that we become popular and either to maintain our financial status has been long over and controlled by some of the largest models in the industry. This is ever present when you see the large models that are in the industry that are running around buying up all the little ones in either to maintain their model. And if you watched all of today's broadcast, make sure you commented model down below so we can get the conversation started on what you think of what's going on with today's industry and these titles closing. Thank you guys for watching the video today. I hope you and your loved ones have an amazing week. Remember to tell your loved ones you love them often, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Thank you.